As the Allies invaded Germany, a small group of GIs got the order to capture an important Rhine bridge. The way deep into Germany would be guaranteed with a successful operation. At its focus was the commanding officer, 2nd Lieutenant Karl Timmerman, and 3 of his men. Knowing about the Americans' intention to capture the bridge, the Germans were determined to defend themselves by blowing up the bridge. At the end of the day, the end of the war was closer. Remagen in Rhineland, 1945. Some men of the 27th U.S. Infantry Battalion approach Remagen. They are the vanguard of the 9th U.S. Tank Division. As they come closer, they see the Ludendorff Bridge still intact. Since the invasion of Normandy, Hitler's army is on retreat on all fronts. At the Rhine, however, the advance is coming to a standstill because the Nazis have blown up all the bridges. The vanguard is led by Karl Timmerman. The 22-year-old lieutenant has taken over Company A just the day before. Timmerman has the order, first of all, to break the remaining resistance on the west side of the Rhine. Therefore, he has to comb Remagen for Nazis and afterwards save the bridgehead. The Allies must proceed with great care as they reckon with booby traps. Thus, the Germans would have enough time to blow up the bridge while they are retreating. Second in command after Timmerman is 2nd Lieutenant Jim Burrows. He volunteered right at the beginning of the war. He is known for keeping calm even if under fire. Timmerman is expecting strong resistance from the Germans. Burrows' men are sent first. They know that the enemy is waiting in Remagen. They expect house-to-house fighting with booby traps at the front of the doors and that they must stay close to the buildings while moving in the streets. What Burrows' men fear most are the German snipers. They just have to wait for the Americans to get into their sight. But as the Americans are moving forward into the town center, everything stays calm against their expectation. Eyewitnesses report white flags and unhappy faces everywhere. Jing Cherig's men are located at the left flank. In order to confuse the Germans, every division is taking a different route, and soon Jing Cherig becomes the target of a German sniper. The sniper misses his target and is eliminated by the Americans. In the city center, Burrows' men now come under fire too. A soldier with a machine gun is shooting at them.
Feuer! Get down!
Because the soldier is not giving in, Burrows asks for reinforcement. After all, the 9th Division does have new tanks at their disposal. As the tanks arrive, the situation is changing abruptly. With one shot, the position of the soldier is destroyed and the way to the Ludendorff Bridge is finally clear. With the help of new firepower, the resistance diminishes quickly. While the Americans are moving closer, the Germans are preparing to blow up the bridge. Since the morning, the bridge is under the command of Major Hans Scheller. He has 2 opposing orders. On one hand, to hold the bridge and ensure the German troops withdraw, and on the other hand, to blast the bridge. The Americans are fed with the information that the bridge shall be destroyed at 4 p.m. They have 45 minutes to react. General Hodge sends Timmerman's group to the bridge. Timmerman's men have no choice but to step onto the bridge that is prepared with explosives. Hodge's order stays vague. We will lay down a smoke screen and cover your men with tanks and machine guns. Further, what the order says. Let the tanks fire at the German positions while Company A is moving forward under the shelter of the cloud of smoke. General Hodge does not know that the Germans are not willing to wait any longer with the blowing up of the bridge. But Major Schneller refuses to do so. As soon as the American tanks approach, they come under ack-ack fire. But the tanks have an easy job. Major Schneller reluctantly gives the order to blast the bridge. Thus, the troops on the west side are done for. Hauptmann Friesenhahn eventually flips the switch, but nothing happens. He tries again. The remote detonator has failed. Someone must trigger the igniter by hand. Timmerman gets ready at the same time as the German comes forward. He can't guess that the Americans are coming to meet him on the bridge.
Go, 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 go!
After a massive explosion, the bridge is still standing. But it's clear that it will not endure another explosion.
Move! Go, go, go!
Timmerman is hurrying ahead. The Americans send one platoon after another on the bridge. Last of all, the engineers are sent to the bridge. Their mission is to defuse all the explosives. As soon as they reach the middle of the bridge, the German MG-42s open fire. Machine guns are firing at the Americans, and moreover, 200 meters upstream, some Germans have entrenched themselves in an old barge and are attacking too. The Americans are caught in a deadly crossfire. On the way out of this difficult situation, the tanks must destroy every single one of the enemy's positions. The sniper is selected as the first target. After a few futile efforts, the sniper is hit. After that, a tank is taking the left tower of the bridge and under fire. With a single shot, the tower is destroyed. Meanwhile, the engineers are defusing the explosive charges. A small group of US soldiers now attacks the right tower. Surprisingly, they exceed within a short time. After the bridge is safe, the Americans want to capture the rail tunnel farther along the bridge. They don't know how many German soldiers are in the rail tunnel. When Timmerman's men start throwing hand grenades in the tunnel, the German soldiers and civilians immediately surrender. Major Hans Scheller escapes by a bicycle. Finally, the bridge is taken. In Berlin, Hitler gets informed about the loss of the bridge. He is furious and commands the bridge to be destroyed at all costs. It takes 10 days and thousands of soldiers walk into continuous fire. On the 7th of March 1945, the bridge finally falls apart and collapses. He also orders Major Scheller to be executed. 6 weeks later, Hitler committed suicide. On the 8th of May, the Germans capitulated, and the war was over. Timmerman was honored for his merits.